Hey everybody, it's Stacy with Crafty Dragon Creations. Sorry about that. And today, I'm just gonna do something kind of easy and not too difficult. It's basically gonna be like a craft with me. Um, I have this bucket here of a ton of different labels. I mean, I have a lot. And if I can remember where I got these, I will link it down below. But yeah, a whole bunch of these labels. And I've had them for a while and just haven't used them. So I thought I would make a masterboard out of these. I mean, you can see they just go on forever and ever. They're all pretty much the same color, same style. So I thought they would be really fun to make a masterboard. So like this is for rum. This is a pharmacy one. This is for lemon flavoring. I mean, they're just a little bit of everything in here. So I thought that would be fun to make a big masterboard out of these and use some of these up. And then we can make really cool tags and envelopes or whatnot. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I have a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock here in this color that I don't use very often. So this is going to be my base. You can use book page, you can use regular copy paper, magazine pages, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to use this piece. And I'm going to use my latex matte gel to adhere them. So we'll just have kind of a craft and chat sort of thing. I may kind of speed this up after a while because there's only so much I can talk about. So, how is everybody doing? I think I am doing just fine. Things are starting to look up as far as my day job goes. So that's good. If you don't know, I work for a real estate appraiser, and with the hike in interest rates, work got scary slow. But I think it's picking up, doing good. So hopefully it'll stay that way, but we'll see. And I'm just gonna go ahead and go over the top of these too. So, and they're gonna go every which way, sideways, long ways, maybe even upside down. Let's see, let's do this one, do that one there. So if you don't know what a masterboard is, ask everybody. Masterboard is basically just a big collaged page, I guess, that you can, I mean, it's great to use up scraps on, but then you can cut it up when you're done. And the fun part is cutting it up upside down so that you can't see what you're cutting, where you're cutting, and then you don't really know what you're going to get. So it's kind of a big surprise, but you can cut it into tags, You cut it into pockets. You can make a journal cover out of one whole Masterboard. You can make envelopes, just whatever you want. Something that, you know, if you want something that has like a collaged background. So this is kind of something to have, you know, at the ready. Something to kind of mass make base tags with, and then you decorate them as you need them. So pretty fun to do. I find it kind of therapeutic sometimes, just because it's kind of mindless, you know. You don't have to think unless you have OCD, and you know, you have to have things a certain way, which is fine, you know. If that's your thing, that's your thing. That's cool. I know some YouTubers I watch, like there's one in particular, she definitely has to have, or definitely likes to work with rectangles. Like she has a really hard time working with squares and, I mean, circles. So she, everything needs to be rectangular for her, which is, you know, that's fine. I kind of have a hard time working with circles sometimes, not all the time. So I can find a little bit wider one for this. But yeah, I mean, it's basically whatever you want. And then also, once you get done collaging, you can, you know, put splatters on it. You can sew on it. You can paint on it. You can stamp. So if you have kind of a neutral background, let's see. Then, yeah, you can add stamping and sewing and painting, whatever you like. So this is basically all I'm doing. I like to, you know, take the glue and go over the top of it too, so that I know that it's down pretty well and the corners aren't going to come up and all that. Although, you know, you could just take some glue or whatnot, but, and it also kind of seals it, especially if you use something like this or Mod Podge or whatever. Then you have a base to do other media. So, but you can do them in themes, colors, whatever you're feeling at that time. Like I said, for me, it's kind of therapeutic and relaxing. I don't really have to think too much. And you can go off the side. You can stay on the page if you want. You can add fabric. You can add different materials. I can't think of, you know, ribbon, sari silk, anything like that. So yeah, they're fun, and you can come up, get some interesting results when you cut it up. Okay, I think I'm probably gonna speed this up now. You kind of have the gist of what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna speed it up and finish this and dry it with my heat gun, and then we will move on to cutting it up and making stuff. Okay, so here we are. I have it all covered. I did have one little side over here that I didn't quite get covered, but that's okay. I can trim that off or whatever, but it's dried, and I went ahead and trimmed the edges. So I think that looks super cool. Like I said, this could be a journal cover. You could cut it down. You can make tags and pockets and tucks and all kinds of things. Belly bands. So how fun is that? Okay. Now comes the fun part. I'm going to cut this. Get my trimmer here. Kind of a big mama. And I'm going to turn it over. And it's going to kind of... Okay, now I don't know which way it's going. So, let's first cut it about in half. Okay. And then this side, so we know that's 6. Okay, so let's make some tags. We'll make them about 3 inches. So there's 1. 2. 3 and 4. Okay, I'm not going to look at them yet. Move this out of the way. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and cut the tag shape. Well, maybe I should at least see. Oh, okay, well, let's look at them. That way I know if I'm cutting the right side. So there we go. There's our 4 tags. How fun is that? Okay, now see, this one is one where I didn't quite get to the edge. So I can do a couple of things. I think I have somewhere I trimmed. May not have enough. Here's a little piece that I trimmed off. That will just fit there, and I can trim that down just a little more. So let's do that. And then it looked like it was always there. You'll never know. Okay. We'll just trim this off. And there we go. And you could even just leave that little corner because this is all kind of that same color. Okay, so now I'm going to cut these into the tag shape. Get that on there, right? There we go. Pretty cool. Now I'll just use this as a template to cut my other ones. Cut that weird, huh? Okay. So I cut two at the same time here. There we go. So now we have our 4 tags. Those are so cool. Yay. Okay. So we'll set these aside. And then this one, I think I'll just get my little guillotine. And let's say we're gonna make a pocket. Well, let's see. 6 inches is still a little too... Okay, let's cut it. Ooh, didn't want to go through that. Okay. If this were to go on a normal size journal page, that's usually about, what, 5.5? So let's just cut this down to be like 4 1/4-ish. So we can have a pocket. We can put a notch up here. And there would be our pocket. This one you can also use as a pocket or a small tag. So don't throw these away. So we have a pocket, a little tag, and then this one, let's see. Sorry, I know I keep switching contraptions here. So, let's see how big this is. There we go. This is almost 8.5. So okay, let's make some belly bands out of this one. So we'll cut it at about, looks like about 4 centimeters. So there we go. I need a new blade in this, but there's a belly band, and we can cut it to size. We'll do one more as a belly band. Okay. So we have 2 belly bands. And then this one, let's just kind of cut it in half-ish. And we can have 2 more pockets. Or we can cut these, like this one, we can cut at an angle and have a corner tuck. About like that. So we're gonna have two corner tucks, or a top tuck and a lower tuck. And then this one can just be a regular pocket. Or a journal card. You could put some other kind of paper on the back and have a journal card. So, how are we going to decorate these up? Now, I have no idea what kind of journal this is going to go in. I'm thinking these might be kind of good for my travel journal, just because they're different labels from different places, and maybe whoever's journal it is collected them wherever he went. So maybe we can do that. If I were to decorate these up more, I'd probably put a little bit of gesso on here to kind of calm this down. So let me show you what I mean here. I've just got some heavy white gesso. And I'll take, not that brush. I'll take this brush. And this stuff is pretty thick. You can also water it down, but just kind of mute it down a little bit. And you can put this on thicker, thinner. Make sure you cover it, make sure you don't, whatever you like. Some people will just kind of do around the edges. It just kind of mutes it down a little bit and gives it a little bit lighter background to work with. So there's that. And again, you can stamp on that or stencil it or paint. Okay, so this is what we have. This is all nice and dry. I remembered I have some of these little paper dolls, and I thought this little dude would look cool on there. And then in my little basket of labels here, I found this. It says druggists and apothecaries. And I thought I would have him kind of sit on there. Like this was his sign, his store. So he's gonna sit on it and advertise his store. And maybe his name is J.D. Ross, druggist, in Wadsworth, wherever that is. So maybe this can kind of go behind him. So it's like an advertisement. But I think I need something else to kind of go behind that. Let's see. Okay, I was just gonna put like a whole reinforcer there, but I'm not sure where they are, so we're gonna put an eyelet. That'll work just as fine. I'm gonna use one of these bronzy colored ones. There we go. And then on the back, we can just tear a piece of writing paper. Okay, so I have a piece of this, probably packaging paper, but this is what we're going to use. So, a little bit more of there we go. I am going to ink it up a little. And then Mr. Ross here can make notes on the back, right? Okay, I'm going to use my glue stick because I think the Barely Arts glue will leave lines. So I'm just going to do this. Oops. There we go. So that'll be nice and smooth to write on. And then let's put here, let's use this. That's the top. Go. Cut that off a little bit more. And let's ink this around the edges too. And there we go. Our fun little tag made from our Masterboard. Cute. Totally did not plan any of this tonight, but I like it. I do have one more thing I want to put up here. Found my little book of numbers here. Really need to print some more of these, but thought it needed something up here I could do. 11, I have these a little bit bigger. Let's see if that looks, does that look, I think that's too big. Kind of takes away from what's going on down here. So we could do that. That'll kind of balance him out with the black and white. Yeah, let's do that. Let me kind of ink it up just a little bit around the edge. Put that on there. There, how's that? So his office is at 695 Junk Journal Lane. How about that? Okay, there we go. Yeah, that was fun. I love making masterboards and then doing stuff like this, because you never know how it's going to come out or where your mind will take you. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you know every time I upload a video. And I will see you in my next one. Bye-bye.